Side of the seat,
Yeah.
you'll find the lumbar wheel.
Yeah.
Below to the wheel is the lever.
Yeah.
Pull the lever up and you can adjust the rake, and all of a sudden it's more comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so feet forward and touch the rudder pedals. Okay, so just bring your seat forward a bit further. That's it. And then push back and it'll lock in place.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Was San Francisco or LAX? San Francisco, weren't it?
Yeah, that's as good as any.
Well, so we're sitting on runway one.
Yeah,
Runway 1 at SFO, and the bay effectively is in front of us.
Yeah.
So we should be able to see Oakland International.
Yeah.
Which will be over there actually.
Sounds about vaguely familiar.
Right, let's just, because we've repositioned the aeroplane, it doesn't know that I've... So flaps 5, RTO, continuous. Let's just remind you of the controls.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a flight sim pilot of...
In the 90s I used to fly Microsoft Flight Sim for about 10 years, but I've not done it since about 1999.
Okay, alright, so we'll help you through the process,
Yeah.
but hands on, so
Yeah.
just gently push it forward. If you look down here, keep pushing.
Yeah.
That's the elevator.
Yeah.
And back
Oh, yeah.
to the centre and back to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Full left. I'm just getting you to feel what the field controls feel
Yeah.
like and the weight.
Yeah.
All the way to the right, all the way to the right. That's so you know how much there is. Back
Yeah.
to the centre.
Okay.
Just relax controls for a second, so it just sits in the centre.
Yeah.
But when we're flying, you may end up having to hold it here,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about trim.
Yeah.
Okay, so trim's on there,
Yeah.
and then rudder. Press the left rudder pedal. That's it. There you go. And here's rudder down here.
Yeah.
Back to the centre, and to the right,
Yeah.
and back to the centre.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the takeoff roll, we're going to keep it level.
Yeah.
I'm just going to turn ground power off.
In terms of my head height, am I about
Yeah,
right?
I'll do that for you in just a fraction of a second. I've just got one other thing to failures, that's it.
Alright.
Okay, SFO, isn't it? Yeah. That's right, we've been flying the plane in the UK this morning, so okay. Okay, so at least it knows where in the world it is. And then take off, that's fine.
Got the navigation unit.
Good. So this is our CDU. This is telling the onboard computer what we're doing. So
Yeah.
I've just made sure it's got the right fuel, the right trim, and everything's correct, ready for takeoff.
Yeah.
So we can take off and we can fly around. We can go to Oakland,
Yeah.
or you can.
Let's try and land at Oakland.
Okay.
Well, not try it. Let's land at Oakland.
Yeah.
And then see how long that takes. Not very long, I'd imagine. And then go from there.
No. No. Oh, K Oak. There it is.
Yeah.
So there'll be 27 on there, won't there? So what we can do, we can go to the fix page and let's just delete EGLL and put in KOAK. That's the fix. And then we'll say 090, 10 miles. And then that gives us, so we can do this, so we can take off and go that way round and back in, or
Yeah.
we can do 270/10. We can do it the other way.
Is that the runway number?
Yeah.
Right.
So I started flying flight simulators many years ago with Sublogic Flight Sim version 2 on the
Right.
Atari ST.
I don't know that one.
And you were based at Oakland,
Right.
so I know there's an Oakland 2709. So we'll take off and we'll do a left turn. We'll come up here, turn around, come down the bay, and pick up 27 because that'll be the shortest.
So we're heading that way, but then we're going to come back to land.
Yeah.
On the 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll hold on the brakes. So let's just talk about the throttles.
Yeah.
What you do is you push them forward to
Yeah.
the predictor. See the predictor? It shows you where the
Yeah.
throttles are going to run up to.
Yeah.
So we normally push it up to 40, hold it there, let the engine stabilise for a fraction, then we'll push it up to.
Why do they need to let them
Green
stabilise?
line.
Because I always hear that when I'm on a plane. They sort of, it's just to make sure everything's okay. Before
Yes, because if you push them all the way straight off and one gets what they call a rich cut, it doesn't spool up as quickly as the other.
Yeah.
All of a sudden the plane's trying to do this.
I see.
So you want to be stabilised at 40%, and then we push them up to the green line.
Yeah.
Okay, push them up to the green line.
Yeah.
Keep it straight with rudder,
Yeah.
and then when we've rotated, we'll pull back on the control column, and you're looking for to that black dot on that line there, which is 12.5 degrees pitch up.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll go off. We'll go off to the west, do some turns, then we'll come back to Oakland. Okay, so
Wheel brakes.
I'm on the wheel
You're
brakes.
doing that. And the throttle. Flaps.
Hands on
You're doing
throttles.
You're flaps.
I'm doing flaps.
You're
So
doing flaps.
you're pilot flying, I'm non-flying, so
Yeah.
I do flaps and gear. You do everything else.
Yeah.
Or as much as you want to.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Okay. So hands on throttles.
So that means the pilot actually couldn't do the flaps without reaching over if he was on his own.
Yeah, you could.
You could do.
I fly this plane
But
all
you
the
would
time on my own.
You need to use that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. So if you're pilot not flying, you do have to put your hand round the
Yeah,
pilot
okay.
flying to operate the flaps.
Yeah. Okay. Right then. So you
Just
ready?
push it forward to predictor. That's it. Wait for that, and then up to the green line. So push, 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 push. Keep pushing. Keep going. Keep going. A bit more. More. Okay, and left rudder. Left rudder. That's it.
Oh, the rudder's stuck.
No.
Oh no, it's not.
There you
Just
go.
fell through.
Bit of left rudder. Bit of left rudder. And gently rotate. Okay, 12.5 degrees, climbing, so we say gear up.
Yeah.
Gear going up, that's it, that's 15, wings level, that's it, lovely. There you go. And how long is it since you flew a sim or
15 years.
Okay, well that's pretty good then. You must feel pretty pleased with that. Right.
Throttle okay? Do we need to leave
Yeah,
it?
that's fine.
About
We're going to climb.
90%.
We want to climb to about 3,000 feet first.
We're
And
we're just passing.
2,000, yeah,
2,000,
2,100. And just turn left for me onto a heading of 300.
Remember where the heading is?
Heading's here,
Oh, yeah,
and
got
you
it,
want
got it.
300.
Got it, yeah.
I'm going to put it on the heading button for you.
What's that, a warning sign?
Because I set 3,000 feet on the...
Oh, we've reached it.
yes, it's just telling us that we're either reaching it or above it. So, there you go.
Okay.
So there's San Francisco, there's the Golden Gate Bridge,
Yeah. Right, yeah.
there's the Oakland Bridge, there's downtown San Francisco,
Yeah.
there's Alcatraz.
Yeah.
So I've flown in, I flew from Petaluma, flew down to Oakland, landed at Oakland,
Yeah.
and then flew back up again. It was fantastic, it was a dream come true. And my wife and I visited Alcatraz as well, that's pretty impressive.
Oh wow.
Can you see?
This thing. 240 knots.
So don't worry about that.
3,600.
Don't worry about that. Let's just concentrate on turn right onto heading 300 for me, and just hold the height. Because what I want aeroplane before we try and land it.
Yeah, of course. Light?
That was an off-schedule descent because I didn't tell this. It thinks we're going up to 36,000, but we're not. So the reason I'm asking you to fly 0300 is because we're going to line up with the runway.
Yeah.
And I'm just reminding you about holding and flying a heading, because that's what we're going to do when we come into land.
Yeah.
Come over here. See something. Come on over here to see something. Look.
It's a really nice view of the bridge.
Yeah.
Out here is Point Reyes,
Yeah.
which is the lighthouse, which is in the film The Fog.
Okay.
So normally in flight you shouldn't need to touch the rudder at all.
It felt as though it was sort of one of them was stuck down, so
It might be, in your side, yeah.
it's okay now.
Yeah. So let's bring power back to about 40, slow the aeroplane down and climb back to 3,000 because we've been descending. So what we might need to do is just put a little bit of back trim on it. And then turn right. And do you want to do some more flying around, or do you want to go and have a look at Oakland?
A little bit more flying around.
Okay. So let's give you some headings then. So turn right and let's get to 3,000 and maintain 3,000 and fly 330 for me. That's okay. So what we normally reckon is with a 20-degree angle of bank turn, you need 5 degrees. With a 10-degree angle of bank, you need 2.5 degrees, and then less than that for each other one.
Right.
When the two diamonds are lined up, the wings are level.
Yeah.
And of course, when the controls are in the centre, the wings are level. Trim on this aircraft is very difficult because it's light. We've got no cargo, no passengers, and we haven't got a great deal of fuel. But don't descend unless you want to clip the top of the hill.
Did you say to fly 3,000?
Yeah, so turn right or climb.
Okay, got you.
I'm going to bring more people to San Francisco. It's much more fun than flying around London.
Does everyone usually go to London?
Yes.
Everyone wants to go past the London Eye, I suppose.
Yes.
Mountain.
So if you roll out on 030, that'll be good. The next turn, that's fantastic.
You're going to miss this?
Yeah, you'll be fine. And then 060 for me. And 3,000, doing great. So what you want to do with trim is you want to hold the control column where you want it and then trim for 1 second in the direction you want it and wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
You have to wait and see because the plane has to either slow down or speed up, or the elevator has to take effect.
Yeah.
So turn right back towards San Francisco. I'll give you a heading. Go.
Where are we heading to? What heading?
Let's do 120.
Okay.
Let's break ourselves.
is going to come down in a second as the flaps deploy. So that will be the speed we can't go beyond, which is 250.
Right.
Okay, so wings level now. Okay, so if you look that way,
Yeah. Okay.
there's the runway.
Okay.
Can you see it on like
Yeah.
little island
Yeah.
extension?
Yeah, I can.
That's where you're gonna. So just turn us onto that.
Yeah.
I'll sort the rest of the aircraft out for
You
you.
can do throttle.
Yeah, I can do the throttle, or you can do it. Don't mind, whichever you like.
You do, please.
It's fine. It's busy. So igniters, gears down, 3 greens. We'll do a touch and go at Oakland.
Okay.
So the touch and go is, as we touch down, keep the plane straight with rudder.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we stand the throttles up to vertical.
Yeah.
I select flaps 15, and then I'll
Okay.
call rotate, and we take off again.
How are we doing in terms of altitude for landing?
I'd level there to start with, so no more descent.
Right.
And then just keep lining us up with that runway, so it's going to be a right turn in a fraction of a second. And don't descend. And you might want to trim back if you want to. A little bit of back trim, that's it. It looks good. I mean, I can see the runway, looks good to me. But if we don't descend, don't descend. So I'll give you a little more power, just
Yeah, a bit too low.
hold it there. So it doesn't matter being too low, but you have to fly level
Yeah.
to get the right feeling back again. Or the picture gets very difficult to see.
Yeah.
The lower you are, the harder it gets. Now, as I remembered it, this one was always the long one, but the other 2 runways have got the pappies. This one hasn't. Interesting. We'll see. We'll find out. You're doing a great job now. Just hold it level. Don't descend. Until we're flaps 25.
Yeah.
We're looking good. So if we don't think there is enough runway, which there should be, but if we don't think there's enough runway, we will do a full stop.
Right.
But we'll judge it. I think there'll be plenty of runway. So what we'll do is, as we get closer, we'll just reduce speed a little bit.
Yeah.
We're doing 146. We want to land at about 125.
Yeah.
You want to fly level now. Just a little bit more.
Approaching 1-1.
Oh, no, I don't think so. But there we go. So fly level.
500.
Don't descend, or we're going to land in the sea. And just come left gently. Small control inputs.
400.
You're doing well. He's doing well.
He's doing brilliant. Doing really impressed.
First time, jump to the 737 sim. We're nicely lined up. Keep going. I mean, you're doing this visual. This is hard. There's no pappies. There's no ILS. You're going to have to fly level. Or we are going to land.
Left. 200.
Okay. So just let the nose come down gently. And judge it.
How are we doing with flaps?
Flaps is all good.
100. Approaching minimums.
Keep going.
50.
Doing great.
30. 20. 10. Minimums.
Long landing. Long landing.
Rotate.
Did we touch down?
Yeah, we did touch down.
Ah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. 15, 12 and a half, 15, gear up.
I was expecting more of a bump.
Well, you did a good landing.
It's too good.
You did a good landing.
I thought I'd flared too soon and not touched down.
No, you did well. We touched down, and then we added throttle, and
Yeah.
it almost lifted then.
Right.
And then we only had the main gear on the runway.
Did the nose wheel touch down?
Yeah, briefly. So what we are now though is we're nicely set up to go and land at SFO.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So level off there. I'm not sure of the runway directions at SFO. But I know if we turn the corner, go across there, and then we'll line up,
Yeah.
we'll see where we're at
Okay.
in a minute. I have flown around here in a light aircraft as well,
Have you?
actually. Yeah, I've flown from San Jose Municipal. I flew a Warrior
Okay.
underneath San Francisco terminal area, and we were trying to get to Half Moon Bay, but couldn't. And on the way back, I said to the instructor, I said, well, the guy who was flying with me, I said, where do you land if the engine fails? He says, on the road. I said, oh, great.
Do you fly with the flight school here?
I fly from Peterborough, Connington, actually.
Right, okay. Why is that little box flashing next to the altitude?
Because we're not flying at 3,000 feet.
Ah, okay. So it's
So
just
above
telling
it,
you.
see the purple one above it? That's
Yeah.
what the height I gave.
Ah, okay, I see.
And it's not so happy.
Yeah, it's just
Just like
making a
to
bit.
turn right onto that heading. And
Which heading, sorry?
190,
190, got it.
and maintain 3,000. And the next landing, so we'll go back into KSFO,
Yeah.
and we'll have time. So we'll go back into KSFO,
Yeah.
but you'll have PAPIs on this approach. It'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
And then right to 210. What do you do for a living?
And make mobile apps and websites.
Oh, right, okay. And did you have to travel far today?
No, I live in Stamford.
Oh, right, okay.
20 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So SFO's up there.
Yeah.
So just turn right now.
You ready?
I'll give you a heading. And then we'll try and work out which runway as we come around the corner and get visual. See, I didn't put flaps, we left flaps at 5.
Okay.
So we didn't have to go too fast, otherwise
Yeah.
we'd end up here just too fast.
Yeah.
So I know that there's some runways on that plot of land directly ahead of us.
So did you say 290? 290.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Go on.
So that
Yeah.
chunk of land
Yeah.
that's jutting out towards us
Yeah.
is SFO.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in there somewhere. Oh,
I
there
see.
you go.
Okay, it's resolved.
Choose a runway.
Let's go right. 29R. Do they refer to it as 29 or 290?
29.
29.
Well, you would normally say 29 right,
29
10 left, 10. Speed's good, gears down, flaps are coming down with you. This will be for a touch and go. And we'll have enough time to either go back into Oakland or do a circuit at SFO. Whichever you
Let's
fancy.
do a circuit.
Got the pappies now. Got the pappies? The beginning of the runway, you're looking for 2 reds and 2 whites.
Okay, yeah.
All I can see now is sort of like,
Yeah.
well, not sure. I can set an ILS up for you if you want, but then if you get low, it says too low. It complains the whole time.
Let's just use the companies. It's a bit blurred at the moment. It's on the left of the runway, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can see a white and a red,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
If it's all red or all white you're too high, all red you're too low.
Yeah.
So the aircraft is configured for landing.
1,000.
Approaching 28 right.
Keep going. Just resist.
400.
That's it. So just for a fraction of a second. There you go. 2 whites, 2 reds.
Yeah.
That's your 3-degree glide slope.
300.
Speed's good. Flaps are set. You can tell you've flown a lot.
Can you?
You spent a lot of time on flight simulators
Yeah.
to be this good in a Boeing
It's
737
just been a
first
long
go.
time.
Just ease back for me.
Approaching
And hold
minimums.
fly level for a fraction of a second. Let it come down now. Let it go down. That's it.
30. 20. 10. Minimums.
Go down and just let the nose come down. Nose wheel come down. That's it. Keep it straight with rudder. Bit of left rudder. Bit more left rudder. That's it. And rotate. Relax the rudder. That's it. Looking for gear up. You're looking for 2,000 feet. Start a right turn now. Onto 0,010. Is the heading you're looking for?
Okay.
2,000 feet, relax the back pressure, let the nose come down. Keep the turn going. This is the crosswind leg. Okay, and roll the wings level. Don't descend below 2,000. So what we'll do is we'll fly round here and then we'll go back in on a reciprocal. Great. So people who've never flown on a 30-minute experience normally get to do one landing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're going to get to do 3 in San Francisco. That's pretty cool.
It's the lining up that's the hard bit I find, because you sort of coming across and you need to get your nose.
You have to
go past it.
You have to position it. You have to position it. So let's just make that slightly. It's okay for there. What we're going to do is come around here, and there's your 10-mile line into San Francisco. Turn left now onto 285. So what we've done is we've jinked out from the runway so that we can turn back onto it.
Yeah.
Fly down it, you'll see the runways in a second.
I know, yeah.
Yeah?
Opposite direction of it.
Opposite direction, yes. there's the airfield. You can see that out jut of land, and we know that it's 285 one way and 105.
185.
Yeah, 105, but 10 runway 10 effectively.
Yeah.
Because one's 28, the other one's
Yeah.
105, so 10. So start your turn left now. You can see the red lines, you can see the red lights,
Yeah.
and you can see the runways.
Yeah.
So wings level now I would until we intercept the extended centre
Yeah.
line. Bringing your speed and the flaps back so you've got plenty of time.
Stay at 2000.
I would.
Yeah. Is it normal when you're banking to adjust trim because you lose a bit of lift?
You normally just pull back on the control column a tiddly bit.
Yeah.
So what we can do in this aeroplane is we can make it fly like and turn left now. We can make it fly like an A320.
Yeah.
We can put on what's called control wheel steering,
Yeah.
which does all of those sorts of things for you, like it does in an A320.
Yeah.
A320 are relatively easy to fly.
Yeah.
So this is going to be for a full stop.
Yeah.
As you touch down, that lever will come up here because that's the speed brakes deploying.
Yeah.
I'll close the throttles, shouldn't need reverse thrust. Choose a runway, left, got it. Doing great. You're doing really good. You should do more of this.
You should, yeah, definitely. I think you should have some flight lessons personally. I think it'd be really good.
Approaching 10.
Flight level until you get the second white left. Second white light back. Okay, and then let the nose come forward. That's fine. You've gone high, but don't worry, there's plenty of runway, they're long runways. You'll come back onto that really quickly. But it's easier to see, isn't it?
Yeah. Easier to come in a little bit steeper.
Yes, it is, always. So you've got a little bit of extra speed that you'll burn off in the flare. Don't worry about it. If it says sink rate, you've got loads of speed to play with. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Look at this. It's great.
100. Approaching
It's going down.
minimums.
It's going down.
50. Brake rate.
The airport is
30. 20.
no.
10.
Let the nose come forward.
Minimums.
There you go. Let the nose. That's it. There we go. So what we'll do is give it a bit of reverse thrust.
Wow. That was amazing.
Great.
Yeah.
So the tiller lever over there. Turn right. Push it up. Gently for me. Gently. That's it. Just hold it there. Because that's like a steering wheel.
Yeah.
Moving the nose wheel.
Yeah.
And there you go, you taxi it off. Wow, I don't think I've ever done 3 takeoffs and landings in 30 minutes.
Well done.
So first thing lean forward and put the seats in the vertical.
Yeah. Ready to lift that.
That's it.
Yeah.
There you go. I will just. Okay, you should be able to go back from that.
Yeah. Great.
Right.
If you want to open the door first,
Right.
and let's just switch the light on. There you go.
That was great. Thank you very much.
A pleasure.
Enjoyed that.
You did well.
Yeah. It's funny you sort of You never forget completely.
No.
It's like driving a car, isn't it?
No, it's like driving a car or riding a bike.
It's just, I think the thing is it's a bit like when you're learning to drive, you have to keep a lot of things in your mind at the same time.
You
keep
do.
checking things. Sometimes it's tempting to fly quite visually, it's really, you can just use...
You can, but it's a mix of both.
Yeah.
It's a mix of both.
Yeah.
So mind your head.